Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, March 11th, 2025. Fear and worry are two sides of the same coin. And in today's world, there's a lot of people that have a lot of fear and a lot of people that are worrying quite a bit about everything going on in our world and in our society. And we have a news media that wants to feed the fear and the worry. But when we fear the future, or we worry about what might happen, we're suffering the very common emotional baggage of humanity. The future is a huge unknown. We do not always see the immediate consequences of our actions or our words, and we cannot foresee future needs and circumstances. And we commonly are given to worry about the possibilities. And we can think up in our creative minds all kinds of possibilities that we can worry about. The Apostle Paul suggests some alternatives to worry and fear. He does tell us not to worry, but he doesn't just leave it with that command. He also gives us an alternative to replace the worry. In Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 to 7, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation, second edition, it says, "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus." Paul suggests an alternative to worry and fear. He suggests pray. Worrying takes time and energy. Well, so does prayer. Replace the time spent worrying with time spent praying. Replace the energy that you pour into your worry with energy poured into prayer. And he gives us instructions on what that prayer is supposed to look like. In that prayer, tell God what you need. Now, that's not because God doesn't know. You're not informing God of something He was unaware of. You're telling God what you need because you need to verbalize the source of your worry and fear. What is it that is causing you that anxiety? Be able to express it and tell God what it is. And one of the things that does is that helps you specify what you're worried about instead of that unknowable, unspeakable, whatever that might be occurring. It helps you to clarify in your own mind, this is what I'm worried about. So tell it to God. Then, as you pray, spend time thanking God for what He has done. You spend time telling God what you need, and then you spend time thanking God for what He has done. There's an old hymn that includes the phrase, "Count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done." And how true that is. When we start spending our energy being thankful and grateful instead of our energy being worried, it's amazing how that changes our outlook and attitude towards things. And it reminds us how God is in the habit of providing for us, that God is a provider for all of our needs. And as we thank Him for it, it reminds us there might be a pretty good chance He's going to do it again. Paul says, then you will experience peace. God's peace. God's peace is way more than we can understand, and how it works is more than we can understand. And he says that peace will guard our hearts and minds. We need to pray. Tell God what we need. We need to thank God for what He has done. And then we need to experience God's peace and be guarded by the peace of God. May you experience God's peace this week. God bless you.